going on, everybody? Logan here for another video, and today we are talking about the rise of electric vehicles and the inevitability that electric cars are going to take over. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of it. Y'all know me. I love the gas-powered cars, but it's just an inevitability that with all these car manufacturers switching over to just electric, that electric's going to take over. But before I get into that, I want to say two things. One, I want to say thank you to Johnny Clark. I went to high school with him back in South Carolina. He just started a company that is kind of aimed at gearheads, and what he's doing is he's making these signs right here. He reached out to me and asked me if I wanted one, and yes, I jumped on it. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be this good of quality. This thing right here is metal, has really good mounting brackets on it. I got him to say Bubba Blue, established in 2016, because that's when I made my YouTube channel. It's my car on it, and down there it says Clark's Customs, and it shows what kind of vehicle you want or whatever caption you want to put on it. But I can't say thank you enough to Johnny for actually sending that out to me. It's a really good quality sign. If you want something cool to go up in your garage, or even, you know, kind of have a collection of all your cars you've had. If you have a picture, go to this website, or check them out on Instagram or Facebook. It's definitely sizable. You can see the size of it versus my car. I'm gonna hang it up here in a little bit. It's gonna be in the background of all my videos going forward. You can change the top caption to be whatever you want it to be. I sent him a picture of my car. Now, the picture I took wasn't that great, but he worked with what he had. And there is a picture of Bubba. And honestly, I'm thinking about getting another one for my V6 Mustang, because I mean, I just like that. And if I can have, you know, just a collection of all the cars I have on the wall or have had, I think that's going to be awesome. So definitely check them out. Big thank you to Johnny. Thank you for sending it out. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is a little bit more personal, because it's my family. My cousin Clay, he's in the Army, and he's currently in Afghanistan. He just got there, I think, like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Man, I hope you are staying safe out there. Come home safe. Do whatever you need to do to get home safe. I know just watching the news and what's actually happening, I'm sure that's two completely different things, but it doesn't look good from what I'm seeing on the news. So get back home safe, and I'll see you whenever you do. Now, getting back to the point of the video, electric vehicles. I hate to say it, but they are taking over. You look at all these different car manufacturers, and they all have quotas as far as what year they want to stop selling any kind of gas or diesel powered cars. Jaguar, they're saying by 2025 they want to be all electric. GM, they're saying by 2035 they want to be all electric. Ford, they're saying that by 2040 they want, I think, 75% of all their vehicles to be electric. And from what we're seeing with electric Corvettes, electric Hummers, and that electric Hummer going 0 to 60 in 3 seconds is crazy. Electric Mustangs, which it's a Mustang, but all these other electric cars coming out, performance cars, luxury electric cars, they're going to take over. Now, I'm sure there will be some gas vehicles driving around, because, you know, all these gas vehicles right now, they're not just going to up and disappear. But as far as new vehicles, majority will be electric vehicles. I believe the year's either 2035 or 2036 is projected that the majority of the vehicles on the road will be electric, fully electric. So kind of a gut punch to me, because, you know, you drive an electric vehicle, you don't hear anything. Sure, they're fast and luxurious, acceleration's good, but it's just, you don't have the vibrations of the car, you don't hear anything. It's just a completely different experience. It's like driving a golf cart. It's not really something you can have fun with. And yesterday I read an article how the world's fastest production car straight out of the factory is now an electric car in the quarter mile. I think he did the quarter mile in like 8.2 or 8.3 seconds. I'll leave a name for the car right there. But the fact that this thing's going faster than the Dodge Demon, Corvette ZR1, Shelby GT500 in the quarter mile, that these cars are really made for. I mean, yeah, I know the GT500 is good around tracks now. Z06, ZR1, great around tracks, but Corvette's going all electric. Camaros, those are apparently going all electric. I mean, it's something that's inevitable. Like I already said, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but you kind of gotta embrace the future. Me personally, I would have liked it if, you know, maybe these cars went maybe E85, E100. You know, it's not oil, it's ethanol. I just feel like there's different ways to go. But even now they're selling crate electric motors from Tesla. So, and it takes the place of a Chevy small block. It has like 550 horsepower, 700 foot-pounds of torque. And you look at numbers with the electric electric Hummer, it has like 11,000 foot-pounds of torque per all four wheels. And as far as horsepower, it's like 1,000 horsepower. Now, the thing costs $115,000, but that's kind of the issue that electric vehicles are running into. There's two issues. One is they're definitely more expensive than a regular car. Like the Hummer is $115,000. The Mach-E, which is actually a little bit more affordable than I thought, it's like 50 grand. And then you look at some of the newer Tesla models coming out, they're definitely getting cheaper. So that's fixing one of the issues. Second issue is, where are you going to fuel up at? Where are you going to charge your car at? Because right now, at least here in the Woodlands, there are some charging stations, not a lot though. The only one I can really think of right now, two, one's at the Woodlands Mall that you can use for free, which I think is kind of cool. And the second one's at my gym out there in Magnolia. You can just plug it in, charge it while you're working out. The big issue now though is, where's this electricity come from? Because it's still coming from fossil fuels, the large majority of electricity produced. I mean, I know there's solar, there's wind, there's hydro, there's different sources of electricity, even nuclear. But as far as where we get the majority of the power here in America, coal and natural gas. Now, I know there are some European countries that the majority of the electricity produced is nuclear, but here in America and large part of the world, it's coal and natural gas. So for the time being, yeah, they are green cars, but the electricity has to come from somewhere, whether it's going to be your gasoline you put in the car or power generation station down the road. But when I saw the article about the Tesla motor being produced, I mean, for right there, that kind of made me, it was like slap in the face, like, wow, this is the way moving forward. I mean, I've always known it, but what they're going to do is, when your engine goes bad, you might not have any parts. They're going to, start little by little, stop producing parts for gas-powered cars, mainly going over towards electric cars. And when your gasoline engine takes a dump, hey, they're going to slap this Tesla motor right in for you. And it bolts right up to your stock drive shaft. Of course, you'll have to put your own battery packs and everything else in there like that. But at the end of the day, that's probably what it's going to come to. Not the biggest fan of it. Wish it would go E100, if anything, E85, but that's not the way we're going. At least according to the experts and all the car manufacturers, because with all these other car manufacturers dedicating to go all electric or majority electric by, at the latest 2040, then, that kind of shows that, they don't want to lose money. They're kind of changing with the times. And with the car manufacturers that get on with the electric technology the best, fastest, and dedicated to just electricity, they'll be better suited for the future of electric. And I know some of y'all are saying that, there's no way that electric vehicles will take over, but if you look at, computers, the very first, or the internet even, in 1969, I think is when the internet was first invented, it was very useless. Researchers made a connection between two computers at two different universities a couple 100 miles apart. Now you look at the internet, I mean, I'm filming on my phone, it has internet on it. Cars have internet. They have Wi-Fi hotspots and stuff in cars now. I mean, just look how far internet's come since 1969. And you look at electric vehicles, about 2000 was where, the year 2000 was where, internet was in 69. In 2000, just getting off its feet. Car manufacturers really weren't on board with it. I doubt anyone would have seen, electric cars being the future. But you look at, companies like Tesla and some of these huge car manufacturers like Ford, Chevy, Jaguar going all electric. It's just kind of signs that times are changing. But that is it for this video. Let me know what y'all think down below. I've just been thinking about it for a while as far as electric vehicles, and when I saw the new quarter-mile time for a stock car is now held by or the records time is held by an electric vehicle, straight out of the factory, kind of blew my mind. 8 seconds, faster than a Shelby GT500, my absolute dream car. This electric vehicle is faster than. Now, I'm sure the electric vehicle costs millions of dollars and is super heavy, but as technology advances, batteries will get smaller, the motors, I'm sure, will get stronger. I mean, same thing with gassers right there. You look at vehicles from the early 1900s, they are nothing compared to the vehicles now. Only time will tell how well a gas-powered car will fit in the electric future. I'm sure gas-powered cars will still be around because, people aren't going to want to get rid of their Lamborghinis, their Ferraris, Mustangs, I mean, any kind of car, their Denali trucks, F-150s. People aren't going to want to get rid of their gas-powered vehicles. So there still will be gas-powered vehicles on the road. I'm sure there still will be gas stations, but you'll see a lot more of these charging stations stations, and I'm waiting for the day. I think that one thing that's going to be huge for electric vehicles is when all electric vehicles have the same charging port, and you can go to any like gas station type thing, charge it there. I think that's going to be a big step in the right direction, because I know that, yeah, you can charge it at your house, but when you're out on a road trip, you can't do it there. And, you know, what if you're driving a Mach-E and you pull up to a, you know, Tesla charging station, you're almost empty, not empty, you're almost dead. What happens? Like, imagine if, you know, Ford vehicles, if, you know, you wanted to go fuel up gas there, if, you know, you had to go to different gas stations, and like GMs can't go to Ford gas stations, and vice versa. I mean, it would just be a failing system, and that's kind of the way electric vehicles are right now. So as soon as all electric vehicles are able to fill up or charge up at any electric station, that'll be a good step in the right direction for electric vehicles. But guys, let me know what y'all think. I mean, all this is speculation by me. It's just all this news coming out about how electric vehicles are getting more efficient, faster, stronger. I mean, the EV Hummer just blows me away. Even though it's $115,000, it's quick, super heavy, almost 10,000 pounds, but yet it can still accelerate just as quick as a Shelby GT500. Well, almost as quick as a Shelby GT500. That blows my mind. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and please subscribe. And as always, have a great day.